couldn't stay all together because we have 2 kids, so we couldn't stay like all together. So we like had to like.
So you and Ashley have 2 kids.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
fiance and stuff too.
Uh-huh.
So where are the kids now?
Right now, 2 of them are in foster care, and she has 2 other kids with another person, and those 2 are with their dad. So, that's what's happening. And ever since like we like our kids got we lost our kids, we just kind of been out here in this.
How long have you been living in this trailer for?
About 4 months.
They just had a cleanup here, and you guys didn't have to move?
No, we didn't, because we are not in a tent technically.
Now, you've been on the street for how long now, Will?
About a year.
Now, how did you end up here?
It started with the pandemic. When the whole pandemic and the whole virus and stuff came, we were late on our rent one time, and we got a 72-hour notice. We got actually this program that was going to pay our rent for like 4 months. So they were talking to our landlord, and then we went to court for our 72-hour thing, and then they said there was no cause for it, that they didn't want us back there because we had lived there for 2 years already, and they just said the manager didn't want us to, they weren't going to renew our lease and stuff like that. So from there we started moving couch to couch, and then that wasn't working out, so we decided this was it.
So what do you say to the folks who say, God, this is such a mess out here? I mean, how do you handle being, on the neighborhood street and the trash and stuff? And
I honestly, they're right, but it's the way they go about it, and it's the way they come at us about it. Is like, I mean, we're all still human. I mean, we can't do what somebody else is doing, or we can't control what somebody else is doing. If 3 other tents are making a mess, then they implicate us with everybody else, like, oh, you're homeless, so you're dirty homeless, you know what I'm saying? Like, or you're trashy because your neighbor's trashy. It's really, I actually feel for the homeowners a lot, because as a homeowner, and I have kids, so like I wouldn't want to have to come out here and see all of this, but like they're not doing nothing to help the cause either, you know what I'm saying? They're not like, they don't give us nothing to help us clean up with. They just get maybe trash bags, but like I could sweep up if I had a push broom better, or if I had a rake to rake up the trash. I could, you know what I'm saying? Like
you can pitch in.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
me and my fiance,
Hi.
me and my fiance, we actually do pitch in a lot. We actually just cleaned up out of here like maybe a week ago, and then but it always turns back into this. Like it doesn't matter. Like, and then the rats come, and there's people always digging in trash and stuff like that. So
there's people that drive up here and dump trash here too.
Yeah. Someone else told me that. What are you saying, Ashley?
There's homeowners,
what happens?
like there's homeowners that come by. Like some guy was dragging a mattress from these apartments like 2 days ago over here to right here, and they dumped it. Like and the thing that sucks is like, so anytime like the city comes through and the trucks they drive through, they'll grab things that are bagged up, and so we'll try to bag things up, but a lot of other like homeless people will come through and open the bags because they think there's like treasures or something in there, but one man's trash, another man's treasure. But we'll ask them to leave garbage bags for us if we can, and we all, like, a lot of people do, maybe more than it would seem, but it's just one of those things where there's so many people all the time that it's really hard to keep up on. And if we take garbage to these apartments, that's like illegal. We can't dump our trash down there. And then we've even tried, like, when we got our stimulus check, we actually bought a couple garbage cans from Home Depot, and when the city came through, they threw them away. They took the whole can and threw it away instead of just throwing like the bag away. But no, homeowners come. We've seen people bring dishwashers over here, washing machines, mattresses,
and just dump them here.
Yeah, there were some couches that were brought the other day too, and I think a lot of times they think it might be helpful for some of us, maybe, or also just because they don't want to get in trouble. Because I know, like, when we had an apartment, I know that if we brought down furniture, we'd have to pay for it to be moved because it was extra because of it is extra garbage. It wasn't just regular trash.
So when you guys were living on Foster, did you have the kids with you then?
Yeah, we had our kids. I was a cook, so I cooked at a bar. And so when COVID happened, and he was a stay-at-home dad, and we have 4 kids, so it hit us really hard because I just got back from maternity leave. It was like the first year of being back from maternity leave, and our youngest 2 are only 14 months apart, so it was back to back. So it was really hard for us, just one income. you know, we were getting it to a point where we were check to check. And then Christmas came and I lost my job because COVID started and everything shut down. And it was
and then when
hard.
did you lose the kids to foster care?
It was after we stayed in hotels. So I got my first stimulus check and then I did my taxes, and I spent as much money as long as I could on hotels for us before, and we were waiting to get into programs. The list for a lot of shelters were full, and it took maybe 2 months. It was really fast. It was really fast. It was really fast, and it sucked because we had no control over it. Like we had no control over it. We tried to stay with family. Our families have never got along with each other, so that was always like a conflict we had between his family and my family. So even when we it sucked, is even just like we just wanted to go make food.
What do you
With
think
us,
the biggest misconception is that people have about the homeless? You know, when
They don't all do drugs, and they're not all bad people, I think.
Yeah.
This was a really humbling experience
Everybody's
for
not
us.
the same. They
because,
think all homeless are the same.
There's a lot of people that are unfortunate and have been affected by maybe bad life decisions, or COVID was a big thing, but then there are a lot of people that also are just not, I mean, honestly, straight, just they are okay with this because it's free, and it's I mean, it's not easy, but it
Not
is.
easy at all.
now how long
It
have you
sucks.
guys been at this location in this trailer?
In the trailer, probably like
This not even a month. We haven't had this for even a month. We got this was given to us from somebody, and it needs some stuff done to it, and we didn't have a vehicle working to tow it or anything like that. So somebody had brought it. I had been writing people on Facebook about donating to us because I've been trying to do it since we had the kids, even to have something. So it took a while, and we didn't want it to even be here actually, because we know that this guy who lives here, he doesn't like anybody over here. Like he hates us. He hates
does
the homeless
not like
people.
the homeless at all.
He hates it so much, like because of the needles and stuff like that. And I get it, because I come out here a lot and I clean them up, and I'll pick up all of the needles and stuff out of the ground, and that's what gets him the most. Is he just puts us all in the same category, and I think that's what's hardest for us is, he labels us all as one person, like we all, like we're not in like. You know, like we all chose to have it. Like this is what we wanted. This is the last thing that we wanted. You know what I mean? We hate. It's so hard to do simple stuff like you charge your phone, wash your hands or your face. Like, you know, it sucks. Like, I mean, the other day when we went somewhere, and I felt at a place in a regular setting that I'd never felt.
Yeah.
Like, we went out to eat. We went out to eat, and I felt so out of place, and I didn't look dirty or anything, but I just felt like everybody was like staring at us and judging us, or like, I don't know.
Well, what happens? So they just did the cleanup here. What happens typically in a cleanup? That solves the problem?
no, not at all. Cause they'll come, they'll clean up, and then they leave.
Well, so where do the homeless go after a sweep like that?
They go to the next trail or down.
Over the fence a lot?
They just move
As far as
down
they
the
can carry their
trail
stuff.
wherever they can go.